wrapped up in my sleeping bag, looking out the window at Aaron's house as the sun is beginning to creep over the horizon. And the trees are silhouetted black against the emerging blue sky with the fading stars up in the sky. And I think to myself how much I hate Aaron because he's got it fucking made with this fantastic house of his, this nice little piece of property tucked away out in the backwoods of South Dakota. God, I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. I hope he dies of syphilis. You piece of shit.
When you're in the middle of something great, you don't realize it's happening, right? And then you get older and you look back, oh man, yeah, we had it real good back then. We didn't know. For example, 80s girls in bikinis. We didn't realize. So we thought, oh, this is just going to go on forever. What do you mean purple hair? Who's Lizzo? Some haggard person comes back from the future of yourself. Don't go to the future, man. You got to stop it. And I try to appreciate when you're in those when you're in those times, right? With the podcasting and the YouTube, like my career, profession. You think I don't wake up every day and I'm like, wow, this could end any moment. We better enjoy these good times where we get paid to be an idiot on the internet and people tune in and I get money. I mean, really, come on. You should be eternally thankful that you have this opportunity. And then someday it'll go away. Hopefully not, but good. All good things come to an end. But not so much from the production side, like career job side. But I consciously realized how good I had it starting even like 10, maybe 15 years ago. And everyone else does too. Where, man, you know what? There's nothing I love more now than throwing on these headphones, the hiking headphones, running headphones, going on a long ass hike and getting to listen to whatever the hell I want on the internet, whether it's a podcast or a YouTube channel. Bandwidth now has gotten to the point you can just use YouTube. I still know how to download videos, convert them to MP3 so I can listen to it. Like if I'm way off in the hinterlands, driving across the country 15, maybe even 20 years ago, listening to podcasts, all these different people we got to meet and all the different minds and thoughts now because the internet's become democratized. You listen to Stefan Molyneux, you listen to all these nerdy guy, everything. You can listen to everything. And it's so much better and tailored than what the mainstream media would allow you to have back in the days, right? If you want to learn about making pig souffle, there's a video on it, man, right? Everybody's interest, everybody's whatever, you could find it. And I was aware, riding across the country, a road trip and late at night. Listen to O'Shea Jackson. That's how old it was. That's how I remember driving Highway 15. Oh, I'm gonna catch up on O'Shea Jackson. Driving back. And it was good. It was great. And it's still good. It's still great. But the past 2 years you start going down rabbit holes of different things. So I started watching a lot of tornado documentaries and tornado chasing. And then I started watching videos about planes, like fighter planes and Soviet planes and transports and World War II planes and World War I just like planes. And then as I mentioned before, Cappy's at a cruising altitude now, cruising speed. We're not rushing anymore. And I wanted to get back into nerd culture. So I started listening to Neurotic and Critical Drinker and It's a Gundam and World Class Bullshitters and all that. And it was great. I found this whole new world. And I saw it go in 2 years where I'm playing catch up on, oh, wow, there's an actual cultural battle going on here. It's one of the foremost forward battle scenes, battlefields in this war. And it's looking at all these woke monsters turn our fun into leftist trash propaganda. And so there was in addition to a nerd interest, I had a philosophical enjoyment of life interest. But even in the past 2 years now, I look at my YouTube feed and it's part YouTube, but it's also part of the content creators where everything is now become a clickbait shock. bankrupt. It's over. And I understand the marketing angle, but between everyone reducing everything to a shocked face and big, bold font, the content itself has gone down in terms of quality. I'll be listening to a video. I'm like, there's nothing new here. And what you said does not match what's in the title. It was clickbait. But then YouTube recommends all this stuff, and it's all in the nerd world. It's all skewed conservative. All I get now in my feed is conservative stuff. Now, it's weird. The YouTube algorithm knows when I'm going to bed, and then it starts tossing me astrophysics and tornado, more of the calm, relaxing ones. But boy, in the daytime, I wake up. There it is. The latest gossip. That's what I'm like, oh my God. Am I starting to consume the gossip column now on Hollywood? Beforehand, it was, hey, there's some problems here in the video game industry and movies, and look at all this crap. And perhaps in defense of the content creators out there, Hollywood and the creatives are that crazy, and they just don't stop. They keep making crap after crap after crap. That's like, yeah, we got to address this, even though it's a broken record. It's just a different video game or a different movie this time. So I guess they got to cover it. But the sensationalism and shock. And then also now that my entire feed is just an echo chamber, I'm kind of like, well, wait, what is it really like that? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, well, I am wrong in this way. YouTube wants to maximize its profits, right? So it doesn't tell you things you don't want to hear. It doesn't challenge your thoughts. And I understand, okay, you don't want to alienate the normies and conformies. You just want, I hate Donald Trump. Here's nothing but videos about hating Donald Trump. But don't you kind of miss out on something? Like, wouldn't there be some other things that you could recommend, especially if you want to learn about new things? Or I'm more than willing to find a new topic to start listening to. But it was just getting to me where I was like, I don't want to listen to this stuff anymore. In part because it's all rage bacon clickbait now. If I see the bigger and the bolder the font gets, the less I'm likely inclined. And then I don't know how many times they said Disney is bankrupt. Disney is not bankrupt. I could pull up their financial statements right now. They're not bankrupt. They have plenty of money. It's over. What do you know how many places? It's over. What's over? The next day they're still there. It's not over. They're still here. So I've kind of fallen out of love with it, but then also there's nothing new being recommended to me. It's stale. It's stagnant. I don't know if YouTube people listen to this or if you scrounge the internet, say, oh, we're looking for new ideas. Just me. But for those of us who aren't your normie conformie NPC robots, can there be a switch? Like we toggle a switch. It says, don't put me in an echo chamber. I don't want to hear the latest article from Mother Jones or Jacobin or CNN. I don't care. I don't care about that. We've had that for the past 30 years. I don't need to hear that. But can you just randomly throw us different? Can we throw a switch? And that is, I know you know my profile is X. Can you send me stuff outside the realm of X? And I don't know if people at social media, you claim to be ESG and all that, but isn't it kind of bad when you just put people in echo chambers and tell them what they want to hear all the time? Isn't that how radicalization starts? I don't even mind if there's a cogent argument put together by a leftist that might, that's interesting. I don't know who, because it's all the same thing. And we want more of other people's money so we don't have to work. That's what it boils down to all the freaking time. I don't know. Maybe there's an interesting leftist out there. I doubt it. But man, it's just a steady diet of this is what you want. This is what you want. You want more? Huh? You like that? You like that? You want more? Here, we're going to give it to you in spades. So I don't know. YouTube, lend me your ears. Can we just put a toggle switch? Like, don't put me in the echo chamber. And that was it. That's all I had. William Curtin, $5. The Accountant 2 trailer is out. Looks good. I will go see it. I will go see it as well because The Accountant 1, I saw it the first time. I'm like, yeah, it's all right. And then I watched it the second time. I don't know if I matured in the past 5 or 10 years, but the first one's really good. It's real good. It's Too bad they took so long to make a second one. But yeah, I'm gonna go see it. I'll probably I might actually go see it in the theater. Hold it, William. Was there some black and large and in charge girl boss? Was there any, or did it just look like two guys, brothers? One actually has autism, and it's just a shoot 'em up game. We're gonna go after the bad mafia guys. Yeah, Ralph. Yes, exactly. House crash soon. Okay, let me give you Ralph. Let me give you another one. Right, it's a perfect example. Um, Me being an economist, the personal budget, housing is one major expense. The other one is cars, right? And I'm in the market for a truck, so I start researching all these videos and YouTube videos, and there was like the chip shortage and all that from quite some time ago. Dude, do you know how many car channels are out there? I don't mean fixing cars, but like the car market channels are out there where all they're doing is um, playing off of people's dislike of having a large car payment. Like cars are expensive. People don't like car dealerships. They don't like car manufacturers, right? You're not going to find an honest video channel out there about shopping for cars. It's all the dealers are down, prices are down, minus 36, bro. Look at this. Oh, this square over this deal. It's over for Ford. There's not one channel. Patrick Boyle is about the only one. I don't think he's ever done a video on the price of cars. Patrick Boyle, by the way, is probably there's Thomas Sowell, and when he goes away, Patrick Boyle will be the best economist in the world. Right? He's in line to inherit the throne. There's a seasoned, reasoned individual who will give you just a report. But hey, you want to hate on car dealerships and auto manufacturers who charge you $50,000 for a car? There's no limit to the number of bold minus 57%. It's over for the dealers. There's no limit to the number of those channels where you can get your hate bait on. Master hate. You could get your master hate on and watch them. And at first you think, I see a number. I'm like, oh, that number must have come from somewhere. Must be reasonable. And let's admit it, especially with what Jaguar and what Chrysler did with their or Dodge did with getting rid of their fun racy gas cars. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff there. But yeah, you're like, oh, is it? And I'd love it if the dealers had to slash their prices by 56%. No, it doesn't happen. No, it's not. No, it's not over. They're not bankrupt. The dealership is still going to be there. Because I actually did look up like U.S. auto sales, and they're fine. I mean, they're not blowing up or anything, but they're not decreasing. Kilmer, yes, thank you, industry. Scotty Kilmer. Every car sucks. This sucks. That sucks. I got my New York accent. Oh my God, these people suck and that sucks. Hey, Scotty, is anything good? Is there one thing I'll admit the guy's got like presence. That guy is got like a delivery, right? But yeah, according to Scotty Kilmer, everything sucks. But yes, the house, yes, Ralph, going back to your point, that it's coming 20. Oh my God, it's a crazy sniper wolf with it all. Which I think thankfully she's gone. I don't think she's on the internet anymore. Yeah. And then you had to like really, and here's to my previous video about how Facebook is just feeding you rage bait now. The media was supposed to be our nervous system. It was supposed to feed us, the electorate, and consumers of products, information, right? It's supposed to send us information so that we can make better informed decisions about the world around us, whether it's electing the right politician or majoring in the right thing or buying the right car. And now that it's all advertising and clickbait, it's all fake. I like to get informed and be entertained at the same time. I can't get it anymore. For a while, I thought, oh, wow, maybe car prices are going to go down. Maybe this, and it never happens. Not to the extent that oh my God, it's over. Disney should have been bankrupt and had its assets sold off to a venture capital fund a long time ago. And it's all that time that's wasted. And not that I would be recommending you invest in Disney or, use any of that for investment advice, but it's not real. It's not real at all. And that would be something. I don't want to look. I don't want fact checkers. I like community notes. All right, but couldn't there be a just a toggle, right? If I turn it on, I get Patrick Boyle type of channels, and if I turn it off, I get shock, like YouTube. Don't you have the computer science to anything that's a loud, big, bold font is recommended to something else. Like it goes to the normies. And then it could be a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We have the most, white background with boring font on it. Like that's the real shit. That's the boring shit that I want to listen to. Douche McGavin won 5 British pounds. I'd love a non-algo switch. I actually think I'm being radicalized by YouTube. Yeah. Like if I only Twitter, I think does it to a certain extent too. If I only believed what I saw on Twitter, which I found stuff to be completely wrong and fabricated. Same thing with YouTube. You will get if you believe it's true. If you believe it's true. And I don't think YouTube has the ability, nor does it have the obligation to suss out, like, yeah, this is fake. It's kayfabe theater. It's radicalized. But could you just, I don't know, like if we could start getting a rating system. I know I'm asking a lot. I'm just spitballing here. Like press D for doubt. It's not a like or a dislike button. It's press D for doubt, right? And the more D for doubts that you got, you're gone into the Jerry Springer shock. OMG, destroyed, decimated, which means taken down by 1/10. It doesn't mean destroyed. I know it sounds good, but anyway, neither here nor there. And that goes over there, and it's never recommended to me. And then I get boring old rational. Here's some numbers. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts type of video, or just my nerd channel. The Soviets in 1938 built a long-range bomber. They weren't expecting the Germans because we can't use the N word, not the other N word. We can't use the N word. That's National Socialism on YouTube because we're children. Can we have a toggle for that, like adult talk? Like I'm not offended. Like I'm not offended while we're doing toggles. I don't want your rage bait, clickbait stuff, and I want to hear adult words. Okay. I am not offended toggle, right? So Republicans, libertarians could turn that on. The Democrats can turn that off. And then the Democrats and the leftists get the woogie woogie. Oh my God. Oh, you're awesome. And then in the I'm not offended toggle, you filthy, foul, filthy little. There'd be like a locker room full of guys just ripping each other apart. And we'd have fun. But yeah, and for you guys, again, look at your YouTube feed, right? Look, the larger the font and the more colors, yeah, chances are you're being propagandized too. Chances are it's an echo chamber. And it's just me. Maybe YouTube might care about that or not. William Curtin, $2. Girl boss assassin, but the brothers are spot on. Yeah. Don't want to girl bosses. We're gonna need to here's the sad thing. Ladies, unfortunately, because of the generations before you and Kathleen Kennedy, female heroes, a protagonist, they're probably not going to do real well. They're going to take away from. We need like a 10-year recovery period where even if it is a good female protagonist, like Furiosa, that was a very good movie, a very good female protagonist. People are just their cup overfloweth and now need to be draineth. Yeah, girl boss assassin. Okay. All right. Any more? Dr. Khan's blog, $10. Whenever I look up Japan on this site, it isn't tourism slot by chicks with WGB or wannabe analysts with the most dumb takes. It's economics and geopolitics. Plus Sniper Wolf is back. Oh, great. What? Okay, I'll say it. Look, you're hot enough. Why don't you just do OnlyFans and go away? Okay, just stop. Just stop. Just go Just go use your assets, do a calendar or something. I never watched one of her videos. I don't think it's Ralph. I think it started during COVID, then with crypto, then car prices skyrocketing. Don't forget the recession for the third year. We're going into recession 2024. Magnum Opus, $5. YouTube keeps recommending me ugly people with septum nose rings on top of clickbait of people crying about the world ending. Right. Atham, he found $5. YouTube lately, I scroll for several minutes and no video is interesting. Amazon, similar issue. A bunch of Chinese crap I don't want. Coincidence? I know it's profit motive. I know that's what it is. And I know they're using algorithms because they don't want to actually sit down and pay a human being. It's more expensive to pay a human being to analyze data, say, okay, what are we going to do? What's different? How do we think outside of the box? They're just making things more efficient. And, everyone here, even including Atham, we're not the normie conformies inferiors. Even Atham is smarter than the average person out there. And so we pick up on this shit. There's adults who still believe like Jerry Springer was real, right? There's an increasing people are not increasing. There's still people around, but it's decreasing. Like, wait, these TikTok girls are just doing it for clickbait. But they may believe it, but the average person, we are not it. And you can make money on the economies of scale of tailoring it to the average person. I mean, the average person finds joy in shopping and buying shit, especially shit they don't need. So unfortunately, we're stuck in with these people, and they're going to rage bait and hate on car dealerships going belly up. Meanwhile, we just want data on car prices, which we're not going to get. But yeah, it could be Amazon, but I don't scroll through Amazon. I'm like, oh, I need a thing, and I don't want to go to Walmart to get it. So I go in. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Toodles.